Hey y'all, okay, I am making another delicious Italian dish tonight. Y'all know I love Italian, Braden loves Italian. So tonight we're going to do some lasagna roll-ups. Okay, this is just kind of a different way to do another spin on lasagna. You know, I've made it a few different ways. I've done like the sheet pan, we've done soup. I also do it in a skillet version. I haven't showed y'all that yet, but tonight we're going to do some roll-ups, and I think y'all would love this. It's so easy, so good, and so let's get going here. All right, so right here I have this is just a little bit over a pound of ground round. You know, I don't like that all that grease in it, so I try to go leaner if I can, if I'm not buying too much, because this was like $5 and something, so I feel like that's as good almost as the ground chuck. So, and this will have very little fat in it, so I decided to get it. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in my skillet here. I've already got it turned on. Woo! Already sizzling, y'all. We're going to get this going. I'm going to tell you what I've already done. I've done all my prep work so far. Let me wash my hands real quick. Let me pause this. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we have our ground round over here cooking. I'm just going to season it a little bit with the usual, some garlic powder, some onion powder. Okay, so I'm just going to sprinkle some in. I hope y'all have had a good day. Y'all, I tell you what, we loved those potatoes, those cheesy potatoes and ham last night. I am telling you what, those were delicious. We ate almost that whole pan. They were so good. Me and Braden both agreed that they were delicious. All right, so I put some garlic powder, onion powder, and so since this is an Italian dish, I'm gonna throw in a little bit of Italian seasoning, just to give it a little bit more spice, y'all. This is optional. What are you doing, Braden? Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to cook that down. I'm going to tell you what I've done so far. So I have went on ahead, I have boiled the lasagna noodles. I cooked those for about 6 minutes on a rolling boil, and then I turned the eye off, or the burner, whatever you call it. I turned it off, and then I just let them sit for about 2-3 minutes, and then I drained them. Okay, and so we're going to cook this ground beef. We're going to put some sauce in there. We're going to let that slow cook, and then we're going to mix up our mixture that we're going to put in our roll-ups. So let me get this done, and I'll be back. Okay, y'all, so since this is a ground round, I'm not even going to have to drain it. It is just, there's hardly any fat in here. So what I'm going to do, I have just a little bit of diced onion here that I decided to add in just for some extra flavor. You don't have to do this. I'm going to toss that in. Okay. A little bit like that. Oh, there's a little Bella barking. She's seen something outside. And then I'm going to throw in just a little bit of our garlic here from the fridge. Not much, because our pasta sauce is a garlic sauce, but we always like a lot of garlic. So just a tad bit of that. Toss that around, y'all. What do y'all think about my new apron I got? A sweet follower sent this to me, and I absolutely love it. She sent me this one and several more. I love it. It's kind of like a vintage look, but it has like these big buckles on it, and I think it's so cute. I love it. She's so sweet. But she sent me this one, and I think like 4 more. One of them is a Christmas one, so y'all won't get to see it until Christmas. But anyway, she's so kind, and she sent me these, and I love them. All right, so now that we have that going, let me see. Let me get this garlic back out of the way. Y'all, I got so much stuff up here. We're going to put in our sauce. So we're going to put in, typically I would do just a whole jar of your favorite marinara sauce. I still have this little bit in the fridge, so I'm going to use this, and I know I'll still have some of this left over, but guess what? This will be fresher. So we're going to use this, and then a little bit of this, and then we will store this in the fridge, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's see. We're going to pour this in. We're going to turn it down. because it is cooking. Okay, I'll put some water in this in a second. And then we're going to put some of this in there just to equal up to a whole jar, okay? Let's see. I'm just trying to get it to about where it was. That'll be good, right there. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna put some water in this, and then we're gonna toss that in. Just a little bit to get all that goodness out. Y'all know I love Italian. Just the smell of it is so, so good. Okay, what I'm going to do with this, I'm just going to let this sit here and simmer for a little bit. Let this hang out. Let all those flavors get good and going. And I'll come back in a minute once I get all this kind of squared away, and we're going to mix up our mixture for our roll-ups. Okay, y'all, we have our sauce over here. We're just gonna let this slow simmer for a little bit. And I meant to tell y'all, now if you do not have to add beef to this, I just prefer to do the ground beef in our sauce, but you can do just a jarred sauce and leave the beef out completely. Okay, but let me show you our little filling that we're gonna do in our little roll-ups. This is so good, y'all. Okay, so I have my bowl here, and we're going to start with a 15-ounce container of ricotta. That out, and that is good. Okay, and then we're going to do, now I have 12 ounces of frozen spinach here. You can use however much or little you want, and I have squeezed the water out of this. It's really, really dry now, but I definitely prefer to do the frozen. If you do use fresh, you would want to blanch it first. I wouldn't think you would want to put fresh spinach in this, but the spinach is really good in this dish. You would just definitely want to go this route with it. Okay, and then now we're going to do some parm. I'm thinking about 1 cup, so I'm gonna get my cup out here so I can tell y'all for sure. Let's see, that's all of that, so we'll just go ahead and do that. 1 cup of parm. Okay, and then we're going to do, I have some freshly shredded up mozzarella here that I did earlier. We're going to do about 1 cup of that also. Put it down this cup so I can tell y'all for sure. So about 1 cup. Okay, pour that in. All right, let's get this aside. Y'all have so much stuff up here. I have a very, very small counter space. Okay, so now we're going to put in some seasonings. So let's do some oregano. We're just going to sprinkle some in, y'all. Just sprinkle it and go with it, okay? All right. Now we're going to do some Italian seasoning. This is kind of full, so it takes it a minute to come out. I should have just took that little lid off of it, but that's okay. And now we're going to do a little bit of parsley. Sprinkle some of it in too. Don't be scared of it. Just put it in there. It comes out so slow anyway. I don't think you can overdo it. All right, now we're going to put in a little bit of garlic. Not much, just a little bit. Maybe just, that might be half a teaspoon, if that, okay? And then y'all know we love parm, so I'm going to do a little bit of this shaved parm. You don't have to do this. This is just my choice. If I can get the lid off or get this stuff off of it. I just bought this today. I actually bought this to put on our salad, but then I thought, well, I'm going to put a little bit of that in our roll-ups too. So I'm just going to kind of crumble it up, sprinkle it in. Okay. Oh, I'm crazy. All right, and then we're going to do a little bit of salt and pepper. A bit of pepper, a bit of salt. Okay, and then of course you have to do 1 egg when you're doing this with ricotta. So we're going to pop that in, and we're going to give this a good mix. And I think that is it for our filling. Just mix it all up. Now let me mix this up. I know y'all don't want to sit here the whole time while I mix this up, and then I'll come back. Okay, y'all, you can see that I have some of our lasagna noodles laid out here, and so now we're just going to put some of our filling on there, and we're going to try to roll these up the best that we can. Now this does take a little bit of time, but lasagna does take a little bit of time, right? So just place some of your filling on there, just like this. Just press it down. I have a piece of parchment paper here because that works very good. And just put however much you want. You want them real full, you can fill them full. If you want them a little bit less, then do that. And then you're just going to roll them up. Don't push it because you don't want to push your stuff out of the end. And then it should look like this. See that? All that good stuff rolled up. Okay. I still have our meat sauce over here, slow cooking. And I'm going to get all of these fixed up, y'all. And then we're going to put this together. But I'll show you one more time how we do it. We just spoon it out on there, y'all. It's very simple, very easy. This filling here it's very thick, but once it starts cooking, all those cheeses are going to melt, y'all, and it is going to be fabulous. I promise you. And this is actually, to me, it is easier than making just regular lasagna, but it is just a little change up from your regular lasagna. Okay, I don't put spinach in my regular lasagna, but this I do. Okay, let me get all these fixed up, y'all, and I'll come back and we're going to assemble it all together. Okay, y'all, I have our lasagna all filled up, and goodness, this smells so good. So I ended up making 8, okay? But let me tell you, I filled these very, very full. You can do this same amount of ingredients and get 12 out of it if you want to. Just be a little bit thinner on your filling. But for us, I just thought I'm just going to go ahead and fill up some really big full ones. So that's all. That all comes down to how much you need, how many people you need to cook for, or how much you want to make, okay? Alright, so here is our sauce. We have just been letting this slow cook, and like I said, you can use just a jar sauce and leave the beef out, but I think the beef is a great addition. We're going to put some of this on the bottom. Just like that. I think that will be enough, just enough to coat the bottom really good, just kind of like you would with manicotti or stuffed shells, any of those. And then now we're going to lay our beautiful little roll-ups in here. And so since I did 8, I think I will do 4 down this way. And then I will do 4 down on the other side. And that is perfect for us. Okay, and they stick together so well. All that ingredients, y'all. Just don't overcook your noodles, but be sure and cook them enough to where you can roll them out and get your stuff in there, okay? All right, now we're going to put some more of our sauce over the top. Oh, man. I wish y'all could smell this right now. When I say it smells good, it smells good. Good. If you're not using like the beef mixture, just do a little bit of your sauce in the bottom and then do a little bit of your sauce over the top. It's the exact same way, just without the ground beef, okay? We have that on there. Now we're going to do some cheese. We're going to sprinkle on some Parm, of course. Y'all know we love that. Let me get you up here a little bit closer so y'all can see the full effect of this good looking thing. All right, we're going to sprinkle some of that on the top, however much or little you want. And then I have some mozzarella here that I shredded up earlier, fresh grated. And then we're just going to go over the top like this with it. And y'all, I tell you what, these things are amazing. Y'all gotta try this. Okay. I know I love cheese. I get a little bit carried away, but all right, so now we're gonna put just a little bit of spice on top. I'm thinking a little bit of oregano, not too much. Just like that. And then we're gonna put a little bit of parsley. And y'all, I have our lettuce over here that I've chopped up. We're just gonna do a little salad with this. I'm gonna get all this cleaned up. I'm gonna pop this in the oven, and then I'm gonna cook it. Let me get this up here and show y'all. Look at these things, y'all. This is heavy too. This is a very hearty meal. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this in the oven. I have my oven on 375. I'm probably gonna cook this for about 30 minutes or so. I might cover it for the first little bit and then take the cover off and get that top nice and toasty. I'm not sure. I'll let y'all know, but y'all know how I do. I'll cook it, and then whenever I come back, I'll let you know how I cooked it, and we're going to serve this up with a delicious salad. Okay, y'all, our lasagna roll-ups are done. Braden is in here. He's going to do a taste test. He is starving. We're both starving. This has been smelling so good, so let me show y'all real quick what it looks like. And then I'll tell y'all in a second how I made it. But don't these look so good? Y'all, I'm telling you what, this smells amazing. Okay, so I'm going to fix him up his plate here, and he's going to do the taste test for us. Let's see.
I want 2 of them things.
You want 2?
Yeah.
He said, I want 2 of them things. Alright, so I'm going to get one out. Look at this, y'all. That cheese is on point. Mercy. Alright, so we're going to get the other one here. Get some of that sauce down in there, that good meat sauce. Like I said, y'all, you can always leave the meat out. If you want to just do the sauce, you certainly can. And this cheese is stringing along. Alright, let's do a little bit more of that meat sauce right in there. Okay. Let's get y'all back here. I made this just tossed salad. Y'all know I've already showed y'all how I make our little Caesar salad that we both love so much. So I'm just going to toss some of that on there, y'all. And this is such a delicious meal. These are so easy. These little roll-ups are so easy, y'all. So if you're intimidated by making lasagna, make this, because I promise you, you will love it. Alright. So I have that on there. We're going to top all of this with a little bit of parm, because we love the parm. A little bit of extra. And then this is it. Look at this. Don't that look good, y'all? Alright. So I'm going to let Braden get in here and taste it, even though it is crazy hot. So Braden, be careful.
It's alright, I'm so hungry right now, I don't care.
He's starving. They got sent home from work today. He works outside, so it was a stormy day here today, so he got to come home early.
Absolutely wonderful.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
That sauce good?
Yes.
Good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And I know we love that salad.
Yeah, that salad's really good too.
Mm.
I approve.
He said he approves. Okay, y'all. Thank you for hanging in there with me with this. I know this is a little bit more in-depth recipe, but listen, it is so good. I'm telling you what, it is so easy. You can make, like I told you, you can make more of these little roll-ups if you have more people that you need to feed. And let me tell y'all how I did this. So I cooked this on 375 covered. So I put some foil over the top, and I kind of hooded it over because I don't like for it to touch my cheese. I know you can spray the foil, but I still don't like for it to touch my cheese. And so I cooked it on 375 covered for about 25 minutes. And then I took the foil off, and then I cooked it uncovered for about 20 minutes. And that's it. So, what is that? 45 minutes that we cooked this. I tossed this easy salad together. Y'all know I always soak my lettuce and soak it in ice water, and then I spin it, and it makes the most delicious salad you could ever have. And then I just tossed this together with some parm and some croutons and some Caesar salad or Caesar dressing. And it turns into a Caesar salad. And that's it. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.